My name is Blue, Jazzy Blue. After 10 long years, I have finally come back. I'm a man on a mission. The goal? Retrieve my stolen relics. How, you ask? With a pen, some pixels, and a lot of determination. Will I be able to complete this quest?
I'm not sick anymore. I think. You know how after being sick your body feels heavy, sometimes you still gotta blow on that tissue and you're not sure if it's safe to start pushing yourself again? Yeah, that's exactly it. But hey, I'm doing better and just in time for a new Stolen Goodies episode. This one will be a little longer, so buckle up. Since starting this series and advertising throughout Jama, I have been receiving some super sweet jamograms from time to time, from people who really appreciate and like my work. Heck, some people even attached gifts, like, okay. This really warms my heart so much, having people take the time to look through my art and send me a little personal jamograms. It really makes my day, and I just wanted to share the users in case they ever come across this. You made me smile and I hope to return the favor. As you can probably tell, I have been raising my prices since day one, and due to that, the advertisement to actual commission timeframe has been, well, extended. That's okay. If you can't get a commission right away, don't lose hope. It's not that you are overpriced or not talented enough. I feel like the AJ community in itself is rather small, and within the community itself, only a certain percentage is actually interested in art. Not only that, but not everyone will be online at the same time. Not to mention the different servers and places that you could be. Sure, most people are in Jama Township or the Coral Canyons, but still, if you come across someone who can afford your art, it is special. Still, none of this is meant to demotivate you. Value your art, and I assure you someone out there will pay what you deserve. Anyways, that's enough of me yapping. You all are here to see what we got for this episode, so here we go. First piece of the day, and it's a big one. This will be a couples piece. Not gonna lie, it's my first one, and at first I thought I was being commissioned multiple pieces at once. It would be a picture of his OC and their partner. Since at first we thought the two full bodies were going to cover most of the canvas, we ended up with two solids, one per full body, and a little something for the background. As you can see, it didn't quite go according to plan. These characters were super interesting. To begin with, Ty gave me the outfit of his wolf to work with, but the body build would be that of a thylacine. I really hope I'm saying this correctly. Much like last time, he also gave me a few references since you don't see a thylacine walking around that often, much less art of one. Drawing this particular species was very challenging. I didn't have a lot of space to draw in as many details as possible to distinguish a thylacine from a wolf. Not only that, but this angle didn't help since finding references for a possibly extinct animal is, well, a difficult task. Thankfully, Ty had a full stash of them waiting to be shared. Needless to say, we had a lot of back and forth, but we were able to draw the OC as close as possible. Thank you for your patience. I had a much easier time with his partner since it was a raccoon. At first I didn't understand, but it was meant to be a raccoon and shark hybrid, so we got rid of any straps or clothing transitions between the fins and the fur itself. I had never seen this particular hat in AJ, but I'm a big fan now. I guess that's another awesome perk of doing AJ commissions. I come across new items that I never knew were in game in the first place. Alright, for the pose itself. I didn't want to be too on the nose since AJ is a kids game after all, and at the end of the day, I don't want to make any inappropriate content that might be rejected later on. I don't know about you guys, but I used to be a big Warriors Cats fan, and as such, I watched and still keep up with some apps. Amongst the many beautiful animations, I remember one where these two cats were standing side by side, their tails forming a heart, and man did that warm my heart. It was absolutely adorable, and as such, I wanted to implement it here. Aside from the tails, I drew them nuzzling each other or closing in for a tender touch. After sending in the sketch, Ty also wanted them to be sort of holding hands, so I moved one of the paws to be on top of the other. Since we were left with a lot of background space, I decided to draw a beautiful starry night sky with a bright moon above them. There's something about nighttime that feels so romantic to me, and so I had to include it. Ty also mentioned moonflowers to be one of their favorites, and of course I happily complied with the suggestion. Since this was a rather different setting than my previous ones, aka mostly during the day, I wanted to change the color of the animals to a darker shade, sort of resembling the night ambience. Ended up not being able to achieve my goal as it would change the original designs too much and it was rather hard to mix colors without a color pick. In the end, they stand out more than what I wanted them to, but I still really enjoyed the final result. Ty wanted me to sign this one and, well, drawing my signature in such a low resolution canvas was rather funny. Unfortunately, the artwork did not get approved. You see, turns out any type of dating, relationship, or shipping is against the masterpiece rules. The more you know. It was the first time this happened to me, and God, I was really sad. Ty's disappointment was evident as well, but we wouldn't stop here. We took out the blush, my signature, which could be a possible symbol they'd pick on, but still no luck. I was starting to get nervous since I had never considered that this might happen, and I was not ready to handle it. After a few more attempts, I decided to contact AJHQ, and, well, first I gotta say that finding their contact was rather hard, but besides that, I was pleasantly surprised. They were much faster when getting back to me than I expected, and after asking again why the masterpiece was inappropriate, they said they ran it for the team and that it was good to go. Once I got in the game, it was instantly approved, like, damn. So I tried my luck and gave it a tiny blush, and what do you know? We got it through again! And just in time for Halloween. Thank you so much, AJ. I couldn't be happier with how you handled my ticket. And here's the final version of the piece. Oh, and I almost forgot to say, but this did save my ass for the next painting. He introduced me to Glass 2K, which is a program that allows you to change the opacity on any window you want. You will see how it comes into play. Anyways, next up we have a very cute fox character. She wanted just a full body, but of course we couldn't let her adorable pet squirrel friend be left out. For this one, we got yet another solid. I went for a chilling on your bed vibe with the fox laying down with her belly up, while the pet would be crawling up her arm looking at its friend. I thought the idea would fit both very well, but here's yet another case that I thought I could use the canvas space a lot better. I'm so used to illustrations that going back to just the full body really messes with my proportions. But was it faith or what? You see, after taking a screenshot and sending in my whip, I forgot to save it and clicked on the quit button. Sure, it was weird that a pop-up appeared and soon I realized I hadn't saved. You know those moments when your muscles react faster than your brain commands? Yeah, I'm used to the red button being cancel, so I clicked it and lost all my progress. Or did I? You see, with the 2K Glass application, and if you want I can make a tutorial on how to use it if you guys would be interested in it. The app totally saved me. I had the screenshot I took. All I had to do was save the image, reformat it to the canvas size, which by the way gave me a second chance at readjusting the full body to the canvas size. And all I had to do now was paint over it. Nice. Thank you whoever invented this app, it seriously saved me from having to sketch everything again and all looking the same as the whip. Anyways, for this full body, I wanted to try my hands at an abstract background. Not my strong, especially since I didn't know what colors to use. The main color palette was white and pink, so I searched up the complementary color of pink and it was green? There's something off here. Trying to look for alternatives, I suddenly remembered Fluttershy. Of course, pastels would be the answer. I could even throw in multiple colors. The only demand was that this artwork was as girly as I could make it, and the soft tones would definitely bring it home. Not gonna lie, drawing the princess crown at an angle was a challenge. Not only that, but goddamn, I can't imitate AJ's art at all. I'm sorry, little squirrel. I promise to practice more pets. Since the clothing was pure white, I had quite the handwork to shade it. I threw in some hues of blue and purple, and for a while it really looked bland and messed up, but you know what they say, trust the process. And I was pretty pleased with the end result. Not gonna lie, rendering the skirt was also a challenge in itself. I was never particularly skilled with folds, but I did my absolute best nonetheless. I ended up changing and adding some triangles to the background. Having such a pale character being outlined by a darker background really brings her detail forward, while the pastels would only drown them out. And here's the final result. How did I do? Oh, and I suggested painting the nails pink, and of course they were very on board with that idea. Full body commission? Done. Time for the next one. This dude was a character. I freaking loved them from the start to finish. I went to their den, which by the way was hella stylish, asked if they had Discord. Dish. To which they were confused about. And I get it. I had some trouble myself trying to figure that one out the first time. Anyways, that was a bit of a deadlock, but I still want to send them a whip. It's just a lot more comfortable to me as the artist than just finishing a whole piece without them ever seeing anything and not knowing if they're gonna like it. I just decided to buy a masterpiece with the whip to send to them. Sure, it will take a little bit more time, but it was worth it. Man, this art making business is hefty on the diamonds, but can I really complain? No, I don't think I can. Anyways, they wanted something spooky. That's it, a good spooky spook. But man, it was the way they said it. I can't replicate it, but I had such a good laugh. Legit, this dude alone was radiating wholesomeness. So we settled on a solid for the spookity spook headshot, and he sent me a green and blue long. Maybe he didn't know what a solid was, so I corrected it to a black long, which they sent after, and I was like, okay, sure, I can send the other two back, and they were like, no, keep it. And I was like, okay, fam, if you see this, legit, thank you so much. I was shocked, in a good way, of course. Anyways, finally talking about the artwork itself. It's Spooktober, and they wanted something spooky. So I went for the snow leopard holding a pumpkin bucket that was meant to be full of candy, but instead there is a thief phantom inside. There's a few surrounding phantoms looking for a possible entryway to the bucket to get their fair share, and since all of this was not enough, I decided to add the gradient from green to purple, as well as some little bats. I was definitely not enjoying the sketch as much at this phase, but what did I say earlier? Trust the process. I swear it will all fall into place. Just as promised, I created the masterpiece and delivered the whip. They absolutely loved it. I was so happy, and after that, they gifted me a blue long wristband. Like, what the hell? At this point, I don't even know what to say. I think I'm wearing out the word thank you, but, thank you! I gotta say, I don't think shading faces is my strong suit, and I definitely need to work on that. But shading phantoms? Man, that's a blast. Anytime people want me to draw a phantom, I'm on it. Yeah, I'm looking at all of you phantom fans. I've been waiting for you. I was supposed to add some candy flying here and there, but not gonna lie, the canvas was already so vibrant and full that I ended up not adding it. Making expressions with the cross-styled eye is so hard. If anyone watching this is also an artist, how do you manage it? To this day, I have a hard time because every time I try to manipulate them, they end up not looking like crosses, and the eye is such an important feature, if not the most important one, and I really want to understand what's the AJ art culture to get around these little cross demons. In the end, I delivered the finished work and they were super pleased with it. So much so that they tipped me a purple long. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for an artist. What the hell? This dude alone tipped me, 3 spiked collars and a wristband. Okay! I still prefer to draw full illustrations, as in the full body with a background, but I won't lie, there's a certain charm to how much detail you can place in a headshot. Maybe I will have more portraits ordered in the future? Who knows? Guess you will have to see on the next episode. Thank you guys so much for sticking by and have a great week. See ya!